everybody, welcome to Kitchen Talk with Granna. I'm so glad you guys can come up in the kitchen today and spend just a few minutes of your time with me. Before we get started this conversation, I want to go ahead first thing and send out a happy birthday shout out to my granddaughter Nene. Today is her birthday. I just want to send you all my love, and I'm hoping you're having a great day today, okay? And all the people out there that's having a birthday this month of April, I hope you all are having a great birthday, okay? All right, before we get started with this conversation, you guys know what that routine is. Go ahead, down there at the bottom of that screen, right on down there. I need you guys to go ahead and give me that thumbs up button. I need you to go ahead and share this video with all your family and friends. If you have not become one of Granna's followers, this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, I need you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and become one of my followers. I would be so appreciative to have you as a follower, okay? All right, so this is gonna be part 2 of the stimulus check, okay? On my episode yesterday, our conversation that we had yesterday, I talked to you guys about the stimulus check, that check that the government sent out for the CARE stimulus financial check to put everybody heads up. Okay, they started sending those checks out last week. A lot of people got them into their accounts, and they're still processing them and everything. So I'm happy for everyone that has received a stimulus check therefore, and hopefully it did put them a step up. It helped them out financially, okay? But then I also know, being a realist, I know that some people did not take advantage of that check and didn't do what they supposed to do with it. But that's here and there. So it doesn't really matter because it's not my concern how they spend their money, okay? But I was thinking about that when this check started coming out to everybody. And then I was watching the news last week as they was processing these checks and depositing them into the people's accounts. Our President Donald Trump, was doing a news broadcast, and he said that all the paper checks that's going to be processed and mailed out will have his name on it. He has instructed them to put his name on it. And I was just thinking, okay, why would you put your name or your stamp on these checks as an employer? Because that looks like you're an employer. You're sending out checks to your employees, and that's definitely not the case. And for this whole process to take place, it had to go through the steps and through the Congress to even get passed. But now you want this check that goes out to everyone to have your name on it. Okay, why would you want to do that? And of course, we know, first of all, because of his ego, he throws around his name like it's the most powerful name in the world, and we know that's not true. And by him putting his name on these checks when these people receive them, because he's definitely letting us know with the deposit ones, that he is the reason why they're getting this, is to keep it in the back of people's mind that, hey, I'm Superman. I came and I saved the world, and I gave you guys an extra $1,200 or whatever the case may be, $1,200, $2,400. I gave y'all this money, so don't forget that when it comes to election time. Okay, now this is just Granna's opinion, but that's how I'm looking at it. That's how I see it. I see it as if this is a scheme or a gimmick that he's making into a gimmick or a scheme that he can use to his advantage when it comes time to vote, when it's election time come November. He wants to be seen as the savior of the world, and he turned around the economy and gave people a hands out, gave them a helping hand in a time of need when all this coronavirus was going on. Okay, so maybe, I don't know, maybe he gave a little hand, a little step. But even with that, like I said, none of this could have been possible without the whole Congress coming together, agreeing on this policy or this bill to pass so that they could get it in place. Why don't these checks just to simply say, issued from the IRS or the Department of Finances or Department of something? Why does they have to have his name on it? The checks are being processed through the IRS because that's the site and the website you have to go to contain any information that you're needing to know. You have to go through the IRS to get answers to your questions about this stimulus check. So why don't the check just simply say issued through the Department of the Internal Revenue Service? I don't know. That's just one thing I was thinking about when I was listening to him talk about his name being put on his check. But I do think that he's just doing that to put a stamp, a reminder in these citizens of the United States' mind that he is the reason why we as the people of the United States receive this money. Okay. But then, I was thinking back, like only just 3.5, 4 months ago, according to him, or just in general, not even just, just Trump, the people in the politicians, they wasn't thinking about, families living from paycheck to paycheck. They wasn't thinking about people not having insurance, and Trump was one of the ones trying to disassemble the Obamacare. He was trying to get rid of that altogether. So, like I said, just 4 months ago, all these issues that was brought to the front when this coronavirus started taking over and disrupting people's life. These were some things that citizens was having issues with anyway. They didn't have medical insurance. They was living from paycheck to paycheck. They wasn't able to pay their bills on a regular basis as it was. But those are just things that's been going on forever, and he wasn't that concerned then. And not only him, there was other politicians that wasn't concerned then, or wasn't trying to come up with solutions to make it easier on the citizens and people in the United States. So I look at it now and I'm like, wow, now that this stimulus check has been put in place, he wants to step up and take credit for it. Just as, even with the closure of some of these states, when it first came up, he said he was leaving it on each individual governor of the state to make that decision to close down their state. So then when it comes time for them to start putting a plan in place to reopen the economy or reopen some of these business, then you want to step up once again. I am the president. I will say when, what, open, and what, this or that or whatever. So, it's just a never-win situation when it comes to Trump letting people know he is the president of the United States. And, either his way or no way. It's not a whole lot of negotiation going on. Even when other politicians put their opinion out there, or even when it comes to the scientists and the doctors that's talking about this corona disease, when they start throwing out their, giving their facts or their scientific on this process, at that even during that time, President Trump, because I don't want to disrespect, I don't want nobody, saying that, but President Trump still, he still has, he lets his ego get all up into it. He don't even want to really listen to what they got to say. So it's just crazy. Some of the stuff, if you sit back and you just look at what's going on, and now, you want to be the Superman of the United States and come in and swoop in and, give people this money and have your name attached to it all the way when you was not the primary person to get this process passed. You don't want to give any credit to anyone else. With this money being issued out. So I just just think about that. And I think a lot of it is that he's really trying to embed in people's mind that, okay, November come, don't forget to vote for me, Donald Trump, because I saved y'all. I gave y'all a limb to pull yourself up out the water. So I just think that's a lot of what he's trying to do to the people of America. So I hope when it comes that time to go and cast our votes, that we don't let everything that has went down in the past 4 years, past 7 years, be forgotten, or just wash a clear slate of that, and we don't remember some of those things that was happening, and we vote on what we feel is right instead of voting on the thing of voting 99 of your decision being made because of this stimulus check. And you know what? They say that money is the root of all evil. And that is so true. That is so true. I mean, we have people out here that has not received the stimulus check that's going crazy, about to lose their mind and just acting a fool. And then we have the president, when it comes to the stimulus check, that wants to stamp his name on it. And, it's just that money is the root of all evil. And we as people continue to let money control such a big part of our life. And yes, it's true. We need money to survive. We need money to live. We have to pay bills. We have to pay for our necessities, our housing, our foods. Nothing in this world is free. I understand that. But even with that being said, if you look at it on the flip side, some people don't even value the necessities. Some people don't even care one way or the other if their rent is paid. And that was happening even before this coronavirus came into play. It has always been that way when it came to some people. Some people wants to do the right thing and take care of their necessities and maintain their obligations and make sure they're paying their bills or whatever they need to pay. Then there are some people, as soon as they get that money in their hand, it's coming in the right hand and it's going out the left hand. They're not even trying to take care of their obligations. Okay, so I just sit back and think about all that stuff when I'm watching these news reports and listen to our president when he's talking, and it's kind of like he be side talking. He be talking out the side of his neck sometimes. He'll say one thing and in the same sentence he'll flip it and say something totally different. So you never know which way he coming from, the left or the right. So you have to kind of definitely read between the lines when it comes to our president. I mean, hey, you have to give him credit. He's the president. We the people, I'm not going to say we, the people put him there. So that's something we definitely going to have to deal with until after November, and we'll see, what happens come November. But I just don't want this stimulus check to cloud people's minds. Go in there or really sit back and look at what has went on throughout these past 7 years. And, that can be as simple as just the way he talk about different people, the way he talk about women's, the way he talk about religion, different culture. You need to look at all this, the respect he has for people in general. It's like everyone is beneath this man. He gives no one any credit. So we need to look at all that before we make a final decision coming into November. Okay, but I do hope that everybody that received their check have had the opportunity to put themselves one step ahead and has taken care of the things that they need to take care of. Okay, so I'm not bashing that the people receive this check. I'm not bashing that at all. It was well deserved to some people and right on time for some people. But I think that instead of that being looked at through President Trump's eyes as a step up, he just has to throw that little curveball in there to make sure everybody know that he put his name on it, okay? All right, guys, like I said, I'm not going to hold you guys up. I just wanted to go ahead and bring that part two to you about the stimulus check, and we just going to sit back and see what's going to happen next and see what's coming up, because honey, it's something different every day, every minute of the day, okay? But you guys have a great day. But if you are out and about, anyone you come in contact, make sure you're still doing it from a social distance. Make sure you still being safe. You know, give them a smile. It's not going to cost you anything. It's not going to take any corners out your pocket. Make sure you're still practicing your good hygiene. Make sure if you have a mask, get a mask, because they're saying once we do reopen, everyone needs to wear a mask when they go out, just to be on the precaution, just to be on the safe side. So guys, have a great day. Don't forget to go back and give me a comment at the end of this video. And until the next time, have a great day.